friends, how are you? It is the first vlog of 2021, and this is my third time trying to film it. So if it blinks off and on, I can't do anything about it. And now you have to deal with the shadows on the wall and on my face because so much time has passed trying to resolve that issue that now everything looks a little wonky. Sorry. It is the first vlog of 2021. Yay! Welcome to the new year and new possibilities and new vision and dreams and hope in the future. This is it. This is the next step in your future. And so I welcome that. I welcome that for me, and I hope that you'll do the same for you. What we're going to talk about today is saying no to the white girl. And the reason I'm talking about this is because when I started using drugs, cocaine was known as white girl. And it was, hey, you got any of that white girl? Or I'm going to go get some white girl. You know, it's just was the street term for cocaine. And so saying no to the white girl for a long time in my life was trying to find a way to say no to cocaine. But I have discovered in my New Year's resolution venture of so many people trying to lose weight or do something different in their lives that there's so many white girls we have to say no to. And that, like sugar and flour, because I've put on 10 pounds during the holidays. Usually only put on 4 or 5. And I put on 10 this year, and that's not fun to try to get off, but it'll go. I'm not totally freaked out about it or anything like that. But it's another white girl that's addictive that we have to learn to say no to, and it is not easy. Because once you start eating sugar or white flour or doing whatever it is your drug of choice or addiction is, maybe it's gossiping. And once you start gossiping, there's always something coming up that you got to tell somebody about. Or your addiction is men and you broke up, your last relationship broke up, so now you got to find a man. Or envy, and you're envious of your neighbor's stuff, so envious that you can't appreciate the stuff that you do have. Or, you know, it goes on and on, the things, the white girls that we can get addicted to. But like I said, sugar and flour are definitely white and definitely two of those things. And the way I think that I have done the best at saying no to whatever it is I'm trying not to do is if it's bad for my body or not pleasing to the Lord, or if I'm using it to feel better as opposed to using positive things to feel better, then I have to get my mind in check. And I have to say, is this really making me feel better? Is eating 6 donuts squashing that emptiness or that sadness or whatever it is that I'm feeling that would make me eat 6 donuts or talk about somebody else or spend money I don't have or use drugs? You know, I mean, they're all the same thing when it comes to addiction, and they're all the same when it comes to separating us from God, because anything we use to feel better besides dependence on the Lord Jesus Christ becomes harmfully addictive and a need in our life that we go to ridiculous extremes using or trying to get or not being able to say no to. So it's important. It's important that we recognize this is a problem. This is a problem. I've been eating sugar for a month, and now when I go to the grocery store, I want to buy things that have sugar in them. It's the way sugar is. It is like cocaine in a lot of ways, sugar and flour. It's like once you start using them, you want more and more and more, and it's not as easy to say no as it was when you hadn't used them for a long time. So now I have to say to myself, I'm not going to fit in my clothes. This makes me slow and luggish and isn't good for my skin. and isn't pleasing to the Lord, that I am overeating, or that I am eating a bunch of stuff that's physically not good for me. And I don't want to do this anymore. And so I'm going to set up a guideline for myself. And I'm not going to walk down those aisles at the grocery store, or I'm not going to stop and stare at all that stuff in the bakery, or whatever it is. And that's just one example. It's just, we've got to take small steps in the right direction to keep ourselves on course. Because as soon as we go off course, if I buy that stuff in one aisle, then I see something else in another aisle, or later on down the road, I buy something else, or I do something else, and it's just a snowball effect. It just starts. It gets worse and worse and worse, and it's harder and harder to beat. Now that I have the 10 pounds on, if I just say, oh, well, I'm already overweight, I might as well eat this, or that looks good, I'm going to just have it, I'll diet tomorrow. And the more days you do that, the more weight you gain, the harder it is to lose. You can stop right now. You can stop eating the stuff right now. You can stop beating yourself up. Maybe that is your issue. Maybe it is judging other people. You can stop. What you have to do is set up some guidelines and stick to those guidelines no matter what. And if you step outside of those guidelines, quickly admit that to yourself, to God, and to another human being is generally a good idea. And then get yourself back in alignment. Forgiveness is there. Grace is there. And that comes with anything that you're struggling with. But there also comes a time where you have to draw the line and go, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore. And I'm doing it this week with sugar and flour. That's it. I'm not doing it anymore. And I know you guys aren't here, but I'll tell you about it next week, because I am holding myself accountable by telling you all that. And I'm really just encouraging you that whatever it is you're struggling with, set up a plan that will help you hold yourself accountable and be firm with yourself. People do what they want to do. If you don't want to eat sugar, you won't eat sugar. You'll find a way to not eat sugar. Just like if you want it, you'll find a way to get it and eat it. Same with spending money, same with sex, same with negative relationships, or anything you find yourself in that you don't want to be involved with. Say no to the white girl this week. Talk to you guys later.